Hello, everyone. Welcome to one more weekly webinar. Happy Wednesday to all of you. And today we have with us Daria Naumova from Belgrade in Serbia. And she will present us the one BA versus multiple projects. Welcome, Daria.
Hi,
Uh,
everyone.
I hope everything is okay with you. How is the weather there in Serbia, in Belgrade?
Actually, now it's sunny and it is great because for the last week we had snow and cold weather. So now everything now everything
Okay,
is great. Hopefully you
okay,
also
okay.
have the sun and
Now
a great.
here is in Portugal is raining a lot, but okay,
Oh,
it's winter. So before we start, some announcements. As always, we will a record will be provided after this presentation. At the end of the presentation, we will have a Q&A session. So please send your questions to the chat. And this presentation is half an hour, so we will start. Please, Daria, welcome once again, and the stage is yours.
yes. Thank you so much for introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Daria Naumova, and currently I'm working as a senior business analyst in EPAM. And today's topic is one BA versus multiple projects. And before we begin, I would like to introduce myself a little bit with some quick facts. First of all, I have over 5 years of experience in business analysis, system analysis, and project management. Also, before joining EPAM, I led a department of BAs and CAs, and I have 2 years of experience in hiring BAs, system analysts, also building up BA teams and onboarding and developing analysis. And also, I have an experience in establishing templates and processes for BA teams. And currently, I'm working as a product owner of the stream and also as a key BA for the current EPAM project. And today it's my pleasure to be here and to discuss the case of working as a BA and who is dealing actually with multiple projects. So let's move to the context of our presentation. First of all, we will cover the goals. Then we will switch to the case description regarding the BA handling multiple processes. Then we will highlight the potential risks and pitfalls which BA may face when working in the different projects at the same time, and strategies for managing these situations. And also, I will highlight a little bit the benefits for BA, which can be gained through this experience, right? And in the end, we will have a Q&A session and a kind of summary. So let's actually move to the goals of the presentation. Actually, this presentation provides a brief overview of the situations in which BA may need to work in multiple projects at a time and may struggle with managing all activities, time management, and setting personal boundaries. And the main goal of today's presentation is to discuss the challenges and benefits of managing multiple projects as a business analyst, and also to identify the potential risks and pitfalls in managing multiple projects. And the last one is to share the practical tips on time management, prioritizing tasks, and coordinating with various teams across different projects. And let's proceed with the case description, the scenario of managing multiple projects. So nowadays, it is a typical case for BA to be tasked with understanding the unique needs of each project and ensuring overall success. Also, BA may manage projects from various domains, each can be in different stage of development, and also each project which BA manage at the same time will have its unique deadlines, requirements, resources, and potential obstacles to overcome. And each project BA also will deal with various stakeholders, including project management, project managers, developers, other BAs, decision makers, and potentially even clients. And this situation actually requires advanced multitasking, outstanding communication, coordination skills, and also significant ability to handle stress and manage time efficiently. And when we, as a BA in this situation, we can face not only the project risks, but also some risk related to this specific situation, right? And as we all know, each project has its own risks, which BA in collaboration with the project team should investigate and select the strategy for managing them. And more projects eventually equal to more risks. And when one person is working in parallel in different projects and switching between tasks, as I have already said, we encourage another group of risk-specific of working in the multiple projects. And now we are going to actually identify them, the most common ones, and divide into two groups. Risk directly influence the projects, and risk which are primary impact the BA as individual. So the first group and the first three risks which we are going to discuss, let's start with the conflicting priorities. It's a common, actually, pitfall for the BA to have priority conflicts among different projects. And for instance, one project might need more immediate attention, but it could conflict with the time investment another project requires. The second one is communication breakdown. And actually, when having multiple projects, communication within and between teams can be difficult to maintain for VA, and this could lead to missed messages and some information-related issues and filters. And the third one is about resource overlap. Resource allocation can become a problem, particularly if more than one project requires the same resources at the same time, and BA also should handle this risk. The second group is about more personal related things as BA as individual. The first one, which the person can face, it's a lack of focus, actually, and because of handling many projects can cause the delusion of focus, which might result in error, in some mistakes, and could actually avoid it with more attention by details, but we will discuss it a little bit later. The next risk which we are going to identify is the increased stress levels. Of course, the stress of managing several projects together may impact productivity, which BA has, and also impact in negative way the BA's mental well-being. And the last risk to be identified today, it's a broken work-life balance. When BA has many tasks to handle, he or she might focus only on the business activities. And as a result of this heavy workload, they might neglect resting and some personal activities, right? Summing up these points regarding the risk, of course, there can be additional potential risks and which influence the specific of the project and which is different from project to project related to the limitations and deadlines which we have in the exact team. But to maintain calmness and productivity, BA should identify and should know how to manage all these risks effectively. And now we are going to see what strategies do we have to cover all this mentioned risk and maybe something else. So let's start with the first strategy. It's called split, estimate, and plan. Begin by developing a detailed project roadmap, I advise you, or just make an activity list or requirement plan that includes all your tasks along with the retrospective details, and split larger projects into smaller, manageable tasks with allocated time. It will help you to plan your day, your week, your month, and it will be easier for you to manage and to cover all these points related to the some points which you do not know what to expect and so on. Regarding the second strategy, it's about the prioritization and characteristic of the projects. When you have a schedule in place, please characterize projects based on their urgency, significance, and overall impact that you have on the organization and on the business. Identify the mission critical projects and prioritize them for intermediate attention, and let all these factors such as project deadlines, what else, business goals and stakeholders' expectations guide your prioritization process. The next point is about the communication and management of the expectations. I would highlight that effective communication is a critical component of managing multiple projects, and consistently engage with your team members and managers to ensure that everyone is on the same page regarding the workload and overlapping priorities, and detail the realistic timelines, discuss the effects of conflicting priorities, and manage the expectations if it is necessary. And the next related point is about the delegation and collaboration. Hand over some tasks to team members depending on their skills and availability. Do not forget about your team. And also do not hesitate to ask for help, because collaborating can help lessen the workload and provide an opportunity for team members to share the expertise and insights, and determine the clear roles and responsibilities, set the expectations, facilitate effective communication with the team. So I hope that when you do it, team members will help you based on their skills and responsibility level. But it will also, this delegation will help you to focus on some urgent tasks or just do something in parallel with someone. And the last strategy which we are going to discuss today, it's practice time management techniques. Effective time management, as I assume everybody knows, is a vital one when you're dealing with the multiple projects, and try to use some techniques like Pomodoro technique or just time blocking, when you just when you just book the slot for the focus time in your calendar. And all these techniques could be employed to allocate the dedicated time for each project and make you stay focused on the exact task. Of course, all experts advise not to switch focus each 5 minutes, for example, but sometimes it's our reality. But if it is possible, avoid often multitasking tasking, and concentrate on one project at the same time to minimize the productivity and reduce the errors. One more topic to be highlighted today is related to the benefits of working as a BA in multiple projects. Now we have discussed some risks, pitfalls, and some advices for handling multiple projects. And now I would like to share with you some notes why this multi-switching, working in multiple projects can be not only challenging, but also can bring you some benefits. and develop your skills. First of all, let's start with skill development. Of course, juggling with multiple projects at once can greatly boost your abilities like efficient time management, task prioritization, and effective communication and problem solving. And it's great because even when you will proceed with working on one project, you will have different streams, different tasks, different activities. So it will be very useful for you. Also, the second benefit is different experience for each project which you handle. You will get an experience in different industries, technologies, and methodologies, and it will broaden BA's professional portfolio and increase the versatility. And the next point is about broadening knowledge. Of course, BA accumulate knowledge across different domains and business procedures, which can contribute with the not only professional development, but also in personal. The second skill, which can be and your personal characteristic, which can be improved when you have a kind of experience, is building connections. And when you interact with numerous project teams and stakeholders, it will enable you to widen the network in the professional world, which is great. And the last point regarding the professional growth, exactly in our company, for example, experience of successful management of multiple projects displays actually a valuable and valuable skill set and provides a great opportunity for the career progression, for the assessment opportunity, and for project searching, right? It will be also a great advantage for your resume, even internal. So now I would like to sum everything up, our key points, which we have already discussed, and then we will move to Q&A session. So in conclusion, I would say that serving as a BA on multiple projects is a quite a challenging task, which may require, as we have already mentioned, problem-solving skills, time management abilities, exceptional communication, and determination of your personal boundaries. But while working on various projects, BA can face risks that are not only related to the tasks and deadlines of their project, but also some personal risks. And you as a BA should be also aware of it and try to save as much as possible your work-life balance and minimize the stress level. However, if you are consider all these risks and you are aware of these risks, understand how to plan your activity, how to decompose the task, how to slice, how to control your time, how to use some techniques which we have mentioned shortly. And when you do not afraid to ask for help and for sharing some risks and expectations, you will successfully manage all the tasks for sure and all potential problems. And this experience, as a result, can present an opportunity to gain new knowledge and develop your skills, your career progression, and so on. That's actually all for today. Thank you for this. For your attention during my presentation. It was a kind of overview for you shortly, and I hope that this overview has informed you how to deal with challenges when working on the multiple projects and how to deal with it. And of course, I wish you all good luck in this initiative, and thank you for your attention one more time. Ready to answer.
Thank you, Daria. It was an excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
to our viewers, please don't forget to rate the event and say thank you to the speaker, to Daria, in our internet page. Let me check here for some question. we have one question that I will say in the short minutes, but please, if some of you have some questions, we can do it now. So the first question is from Olena. How to manage constant context switching?
I advise to plan, first of all, activities when you need to switch the context. For example, you understand that you have a couple of tasks for today for one project and a couple of tasks for another. First of all, you need to decide the priority. When you understand that, yes, you for sure need to switch between one task to another, you just need to, as you can, to minimize your stress and minimize the number of switches. So what you can do, first of all, to discuss with your project managers, with your leads, that you have a kind of task and you need to switch and you want to minimize the switching. And for example, book one half of a day for one project and half of a day for another. If it is not possible, also, the same advice, try to minimize the number of switching. Maybe you will spend 1 hour for one task and then will switch to another task. It's also a kind of norm, but you need to not to be always in rush and be always in switching context. It's in your interest to minimize all these parts. What actually can help you? I advise to book some slots in your calendar for your focus time in order to have the time just to take everything which you have, to sum it, all the points up, to write the action points, structure it, and then move forward. So it should be a time slot it can be multiple time slots in your calendar. For example, 2 of them, each one is for 15 minutes. And it will help you to write the summary from what you did today in scope of the first parts of for example, of the first project and then the second one. It will help you to return back to your work-life balance, to be on the low stress level, and to sum everything up. But of course, the main advice is to minimize this context switching, because usually a lot of time is spent on this switching and you are not productive. If you will talk to somebody related to your product manager, for example, your leads, they will understand, and you are also interested in this minimization of switching. So it's kind of general advice. Everything depends on your project, on your situation, but I advise you to make a plan, to make a proposal, to book the slots for focusing time, and ask for help and share the risks and expectations with your managers.
Thank you. We have another question from Maxim. What software can you recommend for time and task tracking?
I have experience in, of course, tools like Jira, so some task tracking management. But actually, I can recommend you just in any software make a kind of Kanban board for you, for example, where you can put all your put all your tasks in the board and track the time here. You can, for example, if you work in Jira in your project, you can ask your PM to make a personal board for you. And also in Jira, you have the functionality when you start the time and when you end the working time period. And it also will be helpful to see what you have, what your estimation was related to the task, and what time did you spend. And also for management activity, if the Kanban board does not suit you, you can use just a standard Google calendar on your phone just to group the activities together. Also, related to the different techniques which can be used, as I mentioned in presentation, for example, Pomodoro, you can just use your phone or use a special application which you can download in your phone for these techniques. Just to type Pomodoro technique, and App Store or Google Store will adjust you, will advise what to which can be downloaded. And it's just a kind of applications which help you to track the time, to put the start for the focusing, for the for doing some specific activity, and then he will notify, this application will actually notify you when to finish.
Thank you. And one more question. I think this is the last one. Could you please share any tips for managing time when you have an urgent task in one of your projects that requires full attention?
I suppose we have covered a little bit in the previous one, but I will cover one more time from my experience. For example, what I actually do when I have separate streams, several projects, and I need to focus on the specific task. The best option which works for me, just booking time in the calendar and notify my colleagues that I in not disturb mode, and in that case I can focus on the exact task. Of course, there can be some urgent cases when you need to switch, but actually the great plan, and when you show your colleagues that you have a kind of busy time slot, it helps them to understand that you need to focus. So it's really good technique just to book your time to be focused in scope of some task. That's simple, but it actually works.
Thank you, Daria. Well, we are finished the presentation, but before we leave, I will ask Daria for vote in the best questions, the best question to give them a badge.
Yeah, I vote for the first one.
The first one. So,
Because
Olena.
it's a kind of tricky one and depends on the different situations, and I assume the advantage of the BA that he or she can deal with different cases, not only in the project but also in personal project, which is named body mind of their own BA. So thank you for the
Okay.
question.
Congratulations, Olena. We will give you the badge, by the way. And thank you, Daria. Thank you for this very good presentation. I hope to see you one next time for another presentation in other topic. And thank you so much for everyone that has been with us in this 30 minutes presentation.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.